Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're working on a North American SEGA Genesis. A customer gave this to me, says it's not turning on. So we're going to open it up and see what's going on inside. I did have one of these when I was a kid. I still do in working conditions. So this is near to my heart, and this game, Sonic 2, I played a lot. So let's open it up and see what we can find inside. So this should be fairly easy to open. As far as I remember, it's just 4 screws. So we got no power to the unit at all. I won't bore you guys with turning it on and checking to see if it works. We should see something obvious. I have a feeling I know what it is. I think it's the power connector, because if you actually plug it in and look at the back here, so if you plugged in the power cord into the back, it is wiggling a lot. So I think it is a loose solder connection on the board. So that's what we're going to look for as soon as we open it up. Okay, we're in. So I'm going to have to take off this shroud to see a little bit more. Okay, that gives us a better picture of the board. Looks like there's a mod chip here. That could possibly be from the factory. I know they made some modifications at the factory after the fact, but that's not really our concern here at the moment. Our concern is going to be looking at this power adapter. So I think I can just lift this out now, or there's a couple of screws. Might be these screws here I got to take out. Yeah, I think that's all there is. Let's pull those out. Let's hold in the front. Oh, there we go. Should shift right out. Okay, great. Easy as that. Just a few screws. So we want to look at this power connector. And if we take a closer look, I'm going to get that under the microscope, but at first glance, it does look like broken solder on the power connector. Okay, I'll set up the microscope and then we'll get a closer look. All right, let's take a look. There's our power connector there, and yeah, it's just as I thought. We have broken solder right here. So this is cracked completely. So what I think I'd like to do is remove all this old solder and then put on some good stuff. Yeah, look at that. It's completely broken. So it would be making intermittent contact for sure. Okay, so we know what we have to do. So let's get right down to it. Okay, for those of you following along at home, what we're going to need is some solder, soldering iron, some flux, solder sucker or solder wick. I'm probably going to use both here. And that's pretty much it. A couple other tools, maybe some nice tweezers to get it really in there. But hope you learned something from today's video and it's successful for your fix. Step 1, we'll be getting some flux on here. Flux helps the flow of solder. And we're going to remove all this garbage solder. Now I probably can change tips, but I think this tip will be good enough. Oh, another thing we're going to need too is our extractor fan to get rid of all that crap from the smoke. So let's get that set up here. Pardon my reach. Okay, that should be good. So you should see the solder smoke suck off the screen left. Yep, there we go. Very good. All right. We'll try using the solder sucker first, and then if we got no luck with that, we will try using the solder wick. Now, if you don't have new solder, you could just reflow this connector, but I do have some good solder, so I want to make sure this is done properly for this customer. So we're going to get the majority of it. I don't know if we'll get all of it. Yeah, there we go. That's really good. I think I'll take this connector just right out, and then we can clean the pins as well. Also, let's get this fan up a little bit higher. And if you're just learning about this stuff, feel free to ask me some comments, or feel free to send me some comments in the video. I do answer pretty much every comment, so feel free to ask whatever you need to. And if this works for you, if this fix works for you, or if you're enjoying these videos, it would mean a lot to me if you could give me a subscribe. It does help the channel grow. Okay, that one there, I'm just going to use a bit of solder wick, I think. This connector should pretty much fall right out. I'll get over here too, because I think there's a little bit left. Let's see. See if it'll come loose now. Might still be something holding it in, but you know what? I think that's clean enough. Maybe we'll tidy up just a little bit more. Kind of a weird angle here. All right. Should be good. A little bit left, but we're going to add all new solder in here. So let's get a little bit more flux. And then we'll put on the good solder. See how it flows really nice there? Nice and shiny. That's exactly what we want. That's it. All I gotta do is clean up, I'll reassemble, and then it's time for testing. Looks great. Okay, I've got this set up to a projector and it's all plugged in, so let's give it a try. Alright, so far so good. Alright. That's it. Looks like it's fixed to me. Okay, we're gonna have to test it out. That flickering is just the projector. Looks good to me. Oh my god. I gotta call this fixed. Okay, I better stop. I can play this for a while. Okay, guys, that was a good one. Thank you so much for following along, and if I helped you today, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.